All right, today we're gonna put bike tires on the back of the Gator. I've been told 29-inch adult bike tire will work. And we're gonna cut this, and then we're gonna wrap it around the tire on the Gator. I gotta cut this part, cut it in half. Then I gotta cut the bead off so it'll lay flat.
Yep. And we also might take that off too.
Tag?
Yep.
Why would I take the tag off?
Because I think it would be. Oh yeah, you can just slide it off. It's that simple.
Yep. All right.
Oh, I didn't even have it on replay.
You didn't even have it on recording?
No.
Did it start recording now?
Yeah.
Well, then get the video you want.
There we go. What though? What's happening?
What's it look like?
Something.
All right, I need you to put that down and help me. As you can see, we have one bead cut out. I'm just using some standard tin snips that I had in my toolbox. And we're working on cutting the other bead out. And it works really well if you can hold the tire with one hand, cut with the other, and with your third and fourth hands, pull the bead away, and it cuts a lot better. So you gotta end up finding some good help. And I found some good help. I decided to mount it on the Gator wheel, already on. There's plenty of room to get to it. I got the bead cut off the tire, so it'll lay flat. I put a little dab of, gonna put a little more super glue down, because these boys are gonna be off-road. We live on the farm, and we're gonna make sure that this doesn't come off. So we're gonna put that at the end, each end, where it comes together, and hopefully that keeps it from picking up. All right, Grant, you wanna hold this and film it? Or let me see if I can get it to sit here.
I want to hold it.
I know you do. All right, a little more super glue, making it the same width as the tire. Grant's up on the pickup flatbed shaking the camera. If you're wondering why the camera's shaking all over. Grant's getting on up there shaking everything, which is not helpful. But he's having fun. All right, we're gonna get that on there. Okay, hold that for a second, buddy.
Yeah.
I got some number 8 3/4 screws, square drive, because that's what I had on hand. Hold that still. That's what I got on hand. Just your standard square drive, Roberts drive, 3/4 inch. They're not big, but you don't have to go very far into there. All right, now we're gonna put the screws in. I'm gonna put 3 on the end, I think. This way we get it nice and flat, and it'll hold it in place.
1, 2 is already pretty good.
All right.
This Gator looking pretty good.
Thanks, buddy. All right.
It's pretty good.
And we just gotta make sure that we hold it tight.
Nice and tight, tight.
Nice and tight, tight.
I'm scared.
I don't know why you're scared. Then we'll just have to put screws every so often to hold it down and hold it tight. That way we'll make sure we have enough left over to do the other side. See how that's loose right there, Grant? That's the opposite of what we want. We gotta pull it tight.
Why does it go up every time when he...
It goes through the rubber of the tire, and then it has to drill through, darn it, then it has to drill through the plastic wheel. That's why it goes up and then it goes down.
Because it's going so fast and it's causing the air in there.
Well, and it just runs up the threads on the screw. And runs up there.
What? Dad, you did this?
I did that. That is the flag holder.
Thank you very much.
That way, hopefully, people don't run into you when you're ramrodding around in the yard.
I'll show Mom this.
She saw it. She was pretty glad.
But Mom did the zip tag. It was still a pretty good deal.
Yeah, that was all right, but I decided I wanted to make it more permanent.
How'd you get the wood on?
That is screwed on from the back side. It wasn't too hard to do. I cut it so it would be kind of formed around the tire.
Just right so it can, and it's
So we'll throw the mud off. Hopefully the mud doesn't build up too much. But knowing you boys, you'll drive through enough mud, it'll build up, and I should have probably trimmed it more. Because you boys like to go off the road and through the mud. And I'm just going about every, I don't know, 6-ish inches, 4 inches, whatever you want to do. Say, hey, this is my project. I'll do it how I want.
I think I'm gonna get down.
Roll it a little more. I tried taking the tire off before I did this. I could not get it off.
Why?
Why? Because I believe the rod that it is on goes into the motor, and the motor just turns when you turn the lock nut. So it didn't seem like it was going to come off. And I decided there was enough room like this that I didn't need to take it off. So I can just sit here and pick it up, advance it, even with Grant sitting on it. And why is that, Grant?
Because you're strong.
Because I'm strong.
And you go to reshape.
And I go to reshape. Exercise. Now, where the tire's meeting, where we started, all you got to do is cut this off and put a little more super glue down, and we'll be good to go.
And also, you guys missed it, but he used a drill to put screws in so to hold the rubber down.
Hey, they didn't miss it. I was recording that. And this might have been easier before I put it on the Gator, but this is what I got. So this is what we're doing. Now we're going to put the last few screws in. Get it pulled tight. I added some more super glue. I don't know if it helps, but I don't think it's going to hurt. It's starting to get dark out, so I don't know if the boys leave them ride it tonight, but I bet tomorrow they take it out and go for rides.
Probably sure are gonna take it out for a ride because tomorrow's a stay-home day.
Well, it's a stay-home day, and they'll have lots of time to ride it. Probably using more screws than I need, but you know.
Doesn't hurt.
That's farmer logic. A little's good, a lot's better. Come on now. All right. That's one tire down. Now we got to whip it around and do the other side. Boys Gator. I put this flag holder on here. Got a flag up on top, so when they're buzzing around in the yard, it's easier for that thing to be seen. And that way, nobody runs into them, and they're a little safer. But I just took a piece of wood, and I cut it to length, and I used the
I think you should. I'll get down and show you something, okay?
I used the saw and got the nice curve put in there, so maybe the mud won't build up. And I got it, just used a couple screws with big washers on the backside.
There you go.
All right. Evidently a 29-inch bike tire is not long enough for the older Gator back tires. We left about a 6-inch spread, but that's all right. This will still be definitely better. Got the other side done. It looks pretty good. Hey, what do you think? Are you excited to ride it?
Yeah, I'm good to excited. And on the right, and there's even better. It's a stalemate mark, so we can ride it all we want.
Woohoo! All right. This is a hand-me-down Gator, and I did have to put new front tires on it. It's pretty simple to do. And I did put a little WD-40. Actually, I used some lubricant, put them on, slide them on the axle shaft, so they should work a little better. The old ones were just completely bald, and they had big holes in them. Again. Here's the old tires. This one had a hole in it. Woo! And then the other side of it, flip it over, Grant, had a bigger hole, and it was flat. And every time they drove, it would go kerplunk, kerplunk. And this is the other front tire. It has holes in it. And roll it around, Reed. It makes noise. There was something in there, so we put new ones on. Iggy's proud of the flag holder.